Welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. And today we're, doing yet another beer review, of course, as always. And we're doing yet another Smuttynose beer. And I just got 2 more beers from the brewery. And the beer for today from Smuttynose is going to be their Smuttynose IPA. I'm not sure if it's called Smuttynose IPA or Finest Kind IPA. On their website they say Finest Kind. Really fun label on there, like a trailer. Some old man at like a trailer park place or something like that. Pretty fun label. Yeah, it's an IPA on 65 IBUs and 6.6% alcohol. Should be good. I've also got their Big A IPA to review, which is their double IPA. But yeah, I got some info here from the brewery's website. It says, Smuttynose IPA is a physical salute to the glory of the American hop grower. The citrusy hop flavor coming from a mixture of Simcoe and Sanchions is pleasantly balanced by a smooth bitterness from the Amarillo hops. The beer itself is light-bodied and crisp with a golden color that will throw a slight haze as we bottle unfiltered. At 65 IBUs, this is definitely not a Training Wheels IPA, but is meant for hop lovers looking to satisfy their craving in a way that's not easy to find. We think they'll be quite pleased. So let's just get this brew cracked open and see what this Smuttynose IPA is about. Let's see if this is also like make mine a smutty. I like that slogan. Wow. Already smell the citrus. Thanks to Henrik, by the way, one of my buddies. He's often in Copenhagen because he's got a girlfriend there. And then he picks up beer for me that I can't get here in Aalborg, which is awesome. So thanks to you, man. He's the guy who brought me this beer. So yeah. Let's get it poured here into the Wells Bombardier shaker glass. Now that's a pretty hazy IPA, pretty dark. A hazy, like orange copper color. Like a good amount of hop haze. A small, one pinky, still quite frothy looking, like off-white, eggshell colored head. Well, let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it's definitely citrus that's most pleasant in this aroma. I do get like a pine needle note to it, like a resin. Maybe a touch of like grapefruit as well. But you actually also smell some caramel maltiness. Not much though, but it's definitely there. Maybe like a buttery sensation as well, but definitely mostly dominated by the citrus and the grapefruit. Yeah, so let's give this IPA a taste. That's very, very bitter actually. I like bitter beers. But let's start off with the body as always. The body is like a medium body, light to medium. Again, this powdery, dry bitterness in the mouthfeel, which I like. First taste that hits you is definitely the citrus and then pine in the aftertaste. In the end, you get a lot of pine and resin. It is immensely bitter. Tastes kind of like that is higher than 65 IBUs because of the bitterness. I don't mind it, but people who aren't too into bitter beers probably would have liked this to be a little more well balanced. And then in the aftertaste, you definitely get some of that caramel maltiness and like breadiness as well in there. And that's about it. I actually understand why they say maybe it's not, wheelchair IPA or whatever they call it. Training wheel IPA. Because it is immensely bitter and it is very, very hoppy. I actually prefer their Scholl's Pale Ale now I've had this. But still, it's a very good IPA. I'm looking forward to be trying their Big A IPA, which is the double. But rating-wise, for the Smuttynose IPA, or its finest kind IPA, I'm going to go an 83. I think it's a good IPA. Quite piney, actually, especially in the end. I don't mind piney beers at all, and the bitterness might be a little overpowering. I prefer more the juicy hop, but I still really like the bitterness. But still, it's not the best IPA out there. It's still a really good one. Definitely worth checking out if you get Smuttynose beers. So yeah, as I said, an 83 for the Smuttynose IPA. And guys, that's it for this beer review. Let me know what you think of the brew if you've had it, and remember to comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'm gonna say cheers, and I'll see you in another beer review.